All right. Did we look closer together?
And there or this one?
And I feel like we look. Are you? Where are you at? Are you centered?
Do you want me to scoot over?
Yeah, get over there. Get on the other side.
I'm trying to get closer to the mic.
The closer I get to you.
Bad boys.
That is not a bad boy.
No.
What's up, y'all?
Yo.
What's happening?
Welcome back to another episode of Lacaroni and Chaz.
Check, please.
You switched up the hand.
Oh, well, yeah, I had to. Are we supposed to do the same hand every time?
No, I'm so good. I mean,
okay.
our hands came in unison.
Pause. Why is that a pause thing?
Our hand
came together
in unison.
Oh, okay.
Come on, man. You gotta stay
I just
with
don't
us.
feel like that's to pause everything.
You know what's worse is having a great pun during a serious situation. Like somebody is like, so when my mom came home, she see my son with this big thing in his mouth. It's like, whoa.
But what if she was like, Paul? Mid heartbreak.
She would have killed everybody. Like, you don't have to say Paul, sweetheart.
We understand what you're saying.
Yeah, we understand what you're saying.
Yo, what if you paused the pastor? If he was like
Pause.
and that pause in the pulpit. He was like, yes, and then that's when we all got together and everybody held hands and God looked at each man and we brought us closer together, and that's how we come into God. Someone's like,
pause.
Yo, pause, pastor. Who was that?
Why am I pausing? Your little rumbles. Is that the best in the movies?
Just the murmurs. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Yeah. We got some folks up in here. We
What's
got
happening?
in McDonald's, Moyo, Big Sis Chris up in here.
Chris.
You know what I'm saying? Pink Champagne.
What's up, Pink Champagne?
As the
Like in a fake cry.
you don't like my fake cries? I
Before
think
y'all
I'm a
get
good actor.
recording it. Wait. What was it? Are y'all starting again? I
Yep.
want Chaz to go in what? Missing part of daddy issues this week. That was fantastic. Oh, I cannot do that. That's why it's missing for a reason.
Oh, was that bad?
No, it wasn't that bad, but DC's DC. So, but it's on me, Tony, or Keon's Patreon. So if you really want to watch it, I think the link is still up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but it's deleted for a reason. But I'd be doing a disservice to say why. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. The thing is, you can say it on this channel and then delete it on yours.
I mean, it's up. It's up on my Patreon, but
Yeah.
I was like, I can't talk about it. That's the whole idea of us deleting it.
Damn. I feel like I'm missing out on some meat and potatoes.
I'll tell you after.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
But, yeah.
I said something on All Def Digital last Monday, and I didn't. As I said it, I was like, "Man, that was mean. I shouldn't have said that."
What did you say? Was it about somebody?
Yeah, because if anybody know in here, you know what Meg Scoop is?
Yeah.
Meg Scoop has this ongoing like punchline of her never getting married. Mm-hmm. You know how like they have like a bro man on fifth floor, or like it's always like no Tommy don't have a job. Mm-hmm. So it's like, man, you never gonna get married. You never gonna get married. Mm-hmm. So it was a bit of, you know, they do either ors on that show.
Okay.
It's like, would you rather be left at the altar on your wedding day, mm-hmm. or be caught up into a celebrity scandal?
Oh, okay.
So everybody was throwing out their puns to Meg about, you know, you don't have no husband. You're used to being left on, you know, all that stuff. So I didn't really know the severity of how, you know, her situation was. So I was like, so Meg, what's going on with that, man? What is the end game? Mm-hmm. Like, when are you gonna be like, okay, dude, you ain't trying to marry me? Mm-hmm. And it was like, damn, Deion, you ain't got no jokes. You asking some real questions right now.
I don't know.
And then I was like, I'm serious. I just want to know. It's like, all right, Ken, you can take that out. I was like, maybe that is a sensitive subject.
Maybe.
And I kind of felt like, damn, maybe I don't know if I knew her that well to kind of asking her those tough questions.
You know what's funny though? I don't think you asked a wild question.
Right.
It's like, I mean, I hardly know her.
Right. They've been together like 7 years.
They have been.
Yeah. And it's like, you're never getting married. You're never getting. That's always like the punchline.
Oh, she definitely mad about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think they made it uncomfortable for me. They was like,
no, why you
come
asking?
on, Deion. Come on, Deion. You gonna have a premise with no punchline?
I hate that, bro. I hate when somebody makes something small bigger. I'm like, all right, bro.
Yeah.
Now we're here. I hate that.
Yeah.
Hey, Chaz, what are you doing?
Right.
What are you doing? Now it's a thing.
Yeah.
We're all just.
Yeah.
I hate that, bro.
Yeah. And I hate when I'm being serious about a real question and then my question never gets answered. And then now that punchline has taken over the whole conversation.
Yeah.
Like I had this whole bit on All Def Digital again. I could start saying ADD because that's more feasible. But I had said, I think I want to get to a place where men can start wearing dresses, but they call them like togas, right? Or they call them like tunics, like the long shirts. I was like, I feel like they're super comfortable. And instead of just like jumping into that scenario, they were just like, what type of thusky outfit you trying to start? like they were just like, hey man, men never. What type of? Are you? This your therapy trying to say who you really are? Like I was like, and they just kept attacking me about my sexuality. And I was just like, gosh, dude. I was like, y'all do realize that men do wear these outfits. They wear these long, like Arabian countries
Middle
and stuff.
Eastern
Yeah, and they wear these outfits. I was like, I wish we could start doing these in America and make them stylistic. Is that stylistic?
Sure.
Stylish.
Oh.
And then they was like, nah, let's just talk about you. You.
When there's a group called the Stylistics, I go, yeah, that's a word. That's a word to me.
So, yo, in the comments, am I wrong for asking her that question? Because right, you don't know her like that. So, am I wrong for asking her the question?
That's a good question. Maybe you're trying to get to know her.
Yeah. Question for you, man. Twilla posed this to me. How do you feel about being in this space from now on and adding 2 other comedians on the song? Just to kind of, not adding, but every week 2 new comedians. So you just like us too.
No, I had a good time having Homegirl. We had, I think that was our first time we had a guest. No, I'm with it. I just don't want to book guests and stuff like that. Like
it's a lot.
Yeah, that becomes another thing.
Right. But it kind of expands our audience a little bit more. And people start sharing more.
I'm with that.
Since we literally have.
Yeah. And I like, there's a lot of people that, of course, you fuck with that we want to have on. So
right. And it helps branding this damn studio. I need to get people up in here. We get the same people that's booking the space. I'd rather keep marketing this location.
Okay. You know what I don't do enough? I don't ask enough favors from like the big guns. You know what I mean? Like I need to. I not want to bother people.
Yeah, man. You want to use yours like a joker,
right?
You're like, now I need you.
But you also want to make them like regulars, right? Like,
yeah.
You'll hit them up and not be like, hey, could you do such and such for me? I need to do that. I need to do that more. That would suck.
No.
Was it probably the wrong question? Just maybe wrong time or place.
Yeah.
Sort of. I agree with Moyo.
Yeah, I get it, man. I'm sorry.
Have you hit her since?
I should have said no.
Maybe.
It's too late. That's been a month. I mean, a week.
That's not too long.
Not a week.
I also just be like, hey, I was thinking, going back, I was thinking like, yo, if I rubbed you the wrong way, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I'm going to call her today. I'm going to call her and just apologize. I was like, I just thought about it. And that was just out of pocket for me to say that. But again, the only time I've talked to her is on Squadcast.
Right.
So but I do have her number.
Is it weird to apologize and be like, hey, this isn't a real? Was I wrong for such and
No,
such?
I definitely, I would definitely apologize.
Hey man, we talked. Was I wrong for that?
No, that's
Are
the
you
worst
are you
time to
asking or
ask.
are you apologizing?
Woo,
What do you,
that's the worst. I hate. I
those.
can't say women. I hate when people do that.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: am I wrong? Nah, your energy right now lets you know that you don't even care.
You're not sorry.
You're not sorry. Yeah, let me change this back up. I'm gonna change this background color.
Oh, watch Dion flex on y'all real quick. Wow, look at
Give me a
this
color.
guy.
Give me a color.
Anybody.
First
Y'all
person, give me a color. I'm changing the background color. Give me a color, y'all.
Aquamarine.
Okay.
Try to pick a color you don't got.
She said blue.
No, you got to do something like fuchsia.
I don't have that many options.
Blue solid. It looks
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I think that we can have more guests.
Yeah.
I just don't want to do it every week.
Yeah.
But if we ask somebody to come in once and we do 2 shows, that's cool.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Mm-hmm. What I appreciate about Daddy Issues is you get different perspectives. You get different perspectives from different comedians, and I know we definitely feed off of each other a lot, and it's great. But it's also it be them times when everybody be talking over each other.
Yeah, it happens. We had one of those
right.
the week 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was fighting for my life out there. Be fighting in the trenches,
Yeah.
fighting for my life.
Yeah.
With these bums.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Who do y'all want to see? Who's a guest y'all want to have?
Yeah.
They can't be Daddy Issues people. We've seen these cats enough. No, they can be whoever. I volunteer as guests. I volunteer as tributes.
Moyo ain't never. Moyo lives in
Detroit.
Zanzibar.
Oh.
Is that a word? Is
No,
that a place?
I don't think so.
Let me see.
I think you made
Zanzibar
that
sounds.
up.
Let me see what it is.
Can I be honest with you?
Go for it.
So we're supposed to go to Dominican Republic
Zanzibar.
next week,
Uh-huh.
and I'm not excited.
Why not?
I don't know. I should be like really hyped, right?
Okay.
But I'm not.
Why?
I don't know. It just seems like a
you're
lot.
flying. That's why.
Maybe. That doesn't sound appealing. I go like, oh, I hope I don't shit on this plane. But then even here's the thing too. Even when we get there, I'm gonna be like, oh, it's hot.
Yeah.
Okay. But have you had a vacation before?
Yes.
I've never had a vacation.
For doing nothing.
Yeah.
You know why you and I don't like vacations like that?
Why?
'Cause I want to throw myself in there too.
Okay.
You immediately think about money.
That too.
You immediately think I don't want to do nothing because I know it's gonna cost money.
That's
I feel that way in LA. They be
for
like, yo,
sure.
Dion, let's do blow. Y'all gotta choose my rent. Or go see this Usher concert.
So I think about that. I think about the stuff that I won't be getting done. Right? I'm like, you can do that's a week. She's like, we don't want to work. We're not gonna work. I'm like,
I am.
for sure. Ain't no way in the world I'm gonna not get something done.
Right.
For 5. I think it's 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
But it's not that I seem like it's a waste of time. I go like, oh, but also I've never been on a vacation before, so I can't be like,
You know how that feels, yeah.
right.
It's great.
I'm 37.
Yeah.
I've never been on a vacation.
To do nothing.
Right.
Not even like a staycation?
No.
As in like not far, like you went to San Diego just to kind of chill?
Yeah, but I've always done something. It's always been like a work. Like even when we went to Vegas,
Yeah.
you know, I was working through it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
know,
I do
feels weird, like a
Yeah.
trap.
Yeah. Especially when you know there's money to be made. Yeah, you always feel like there's an opportunity. Living in Los Angeles, you always feel like every day can make or break my life. You feel like
Because you get a phone call, you be like, yeah, finally.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Let me ask you this though. This happened a couple of days ago on The View. Are you familiar with this with Whoopi Goldberg?
Okay.
She had said, it's crazy how Donald Trump gypped the United States, and you know, blah blah blah, and this had a whole scenario. America made her apologize for using the word gypped.
Who's America?
People.
Oh.
I would say
Society.
Armenians.
Oh,
Armenians. That's a stereotypical trope.
gypped.
Yeah, because it's short for gypsy, and that means they're always like swindling and cheating people out of stuff. And if you look it up, gypped in the Urban Dictionary is JIPPED
Right,
or something like that. But gypsy is GY. Right, but we in the black community have always used gypped.
Right.
As you gypped me, man. You got me for my money, man.
Right.
But obviously, it came from that. So you think? Do you think she should have apologized? She did though.
Yeah, I mean, once you say that, I go like, oh, I had no idea. Like
Right.
I never would have. I would not. I would. I'm like, oh yeah, I use that word out of ignorance. I had no idea it meant that. Like, it's an old. I definitely would apologize for that. Sure.
What's crazy is back in the 80s. Yeah, sure. So I'm gonna go with this. Back in the 80s, we used the F word, FA word, for homosexuals, right?
80s up till like a couple years ago, they told us we can't anymore.
Right. But
It was
what
2000
is
something.
what is the negative?
Oh, you don't know?
connotation? No.
Oh, so in England or Europe, like a fag is a bundle of sticks.
Okay.
Okay, so I learned this watching Louis' show.
Oh.
Okay, and so he had a gay dude on there, and he was saying that they would find gay people, burn them, and say throw them in with the rest of the, and which means with the other sticks, and like to burn, to fire,
Throw the gay people in with the
which was a bundle of sticks,
Okay.
right, or like a stick. So it was saying just throw them in with the wood with the fire to burn them up.
Got
with
you.
that. So that
Got
was
you. Wow.
So once I learned that, that's when I was done with the word.
But also, it means a cigarette.
Yeah, it's a short nickname for a cigarette in there because it's a stick.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
So what's like? You have a whoa,
Right,
you
but
can't say it like that?
they burn them, right? It's the same kind of thing.
You burn a
Right.
So-
I don't know what that is,
As in a
but I
short-
guess it's
a
just
short-
calling somebody that. I don't know.
short stick.
But once I learned that and I got educated there, I said, "Yo, I had no idea there was such a
Right.
You don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
don't know.
yeah. You know, it's not a word we can use anymore.
Right.
Do you know why?
Because of transsexuals.
So you can't say transsexuals no more?
You can say transsexuals. You can't.
What does that mean?
I think it was like that, like the transsexuals community.
I didn't know why is it bad.
I guess it's just a negative connotation of it. Like if you're calling somebody who's a transsexual, that's a negative connotation of.
So you're supposed to say only transsexual.
I guess so. I don't know all the details. I don't know if it's transvestite, transsexual. I don't always know.
Oh, I forgot about transvestite.
Yeah, I don't know the differences of like what makes what. You know what I mean? I don't exactly know.
So sexual, transsexual, as in transitional sex, like homosexual, heterosexual, transsexual. No, it's not the same.
No.
How did it switch? Because transvestite could be the person. Transsexual could be I transitioned my sexuality.
Yeah, but that's not the same as heterosexual or homosexual.
As in, I used to be attracted, but now I transitioned to this. That's a transition, right, me?
I don't think so.
No?
I think transsexual is much more inside of who you are. I guess sexuality is on a spectrum. I mean, gender's on a spectrum. Not your sex. Sex and gender are different from what I've learned. So there's a spectrum of gender, and I think transsexual you fall under a different spectrum of gender. I don't know exactly.
Right.
I only know so much. When you start getting like into the finer details, like
Right.
I think I can't remember who I saw. But some comedian said like they're dating a pansexual, and I was like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, we here now.
Yeah, I was like, I couldn't tell you where that begins and starts and like who they like or like. I was like, I don't know. Like it's something to go, look up. But I go like that. Now we get into things like
Very specific.
very specific,
Right.
and there's a label for everybody, an umbrella for everybody to kind of like to fit.
I kind of feel like, stop me if I'm going in the wrong direction. I kind of feel like it should be just 3:
Okay.
homo, hetero, and bi. right?
No.
Because that kind of covers everything, right?
No. This is what I found out. It doesn't cover the beginning of anything, because there's like your polys and then there's these are all different things.
But poly is still bi.
Nah, not necessarily.
Keep talking.
Well, because bi is that you are
like
attracted
both,
to, right? But you don't have to be attracted to both to be poly. Poly just means you're more than one committed relationship at a time. So they can all be dudes,
polysexual.
They can all be girls. Yeah, they can all be guys.
I thought it was called polygramma.
No,
polygramma.
That is not a thing.
No,
no, I don't know.
Is it called polysexual? Ooh, Twilla, come on, Twilla. Yo, Twilla came in here looking clean.
The B.
Come on. You look like you casket ready.
No, y'all don't want to be dead.
Why is that the compliment? Why is casket ready?
Because woo-hoo.
Why is casket?
I don't even recognize Twilla no more.
I'm dead right now.
Yo.
Yeah, why is you look great, 12?
Thanks, Chess.
Show us the
That's all I
fit.
had to say.
Is polysexual a thing?
I think it's polyamorous, right? I don't know. I tell you, I only know so much.
So what I'm saying,
Oh,
Twills,
polyamorous.
it should. I know it's not sensitive, but it should be hetero, homo, and bisexual, and I think that should cover everything. But when what is pansexual?
All.
That's bisexual.
That is not.
That's two. That's like usually refers to two.
Also, they can be attracted to
You
trans.
love a female, but you love everybody. Literally, like trans, bi, like whatever people, non-conforming, like everybody.
Because a transsexual can be a bisexual in a polyamorous relationship.
One more time. Wait.
A
That's bad
transsexual
problem.
can be a bisexual in a polyamorous relationship.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying?
If you introduce yourself to somebody, I am a trans person
Yeah.
in a bisexual relationship. What?
Well, in a polyamorous.
Ooh, that's a math problem right there.
I'm telling you, I'm like, I was sitting with a girl who she, because then I go like, what words do you use? Like, she identifies bisexual. Is she bisexual? I go like, I don't know all the intricacies. I can't tell you everything.
Yeah.
I'm a guy who's trying to learn everything. I'm trying, and then like you got to teeter on this right thing of like, well, I don't want to offend nobody. Here's my thing. I go like, all right, there should be 3 genders, and I don't. Maybe 4. Okay, there's
Maybe.
male, female, transsexual male, transsexual female. I go, why can't there be 4 genders? Because transsexual men, right, identify as a man, right? So then they'll say, oh, I'm a man, who are biologically female, who are now transitioned to men, right? So then I go, well, why is it that you want to be a man and like not a trans or not be labeled a transsexual man? I don't know what that means differently to them.
Right.
But I go like, is there not a place for transsexual men sports? Is there not a place for transsexual men bathrooms? There's not a place for transsexual men, whatever. I'm saying asking out of ignorance. I don't know. I'm not saying this is how we do it because I don't know what a transsexual person feels is legit or whatnot. But
Yeah.
my thinking goes like, well, why can't you do that? And the same for transsexual female. Because even when like that whole sports talk, it goes, are there not enough transsexual men or transsexual females to? I don't know what I'm saying. Transsexual females to not, play in a man's sport, right? Like that seems wild to me.
Yeah.
Right. So there was some swimmer, bro. He went from like 400th in the country to
Yeah,
like 1 or 2, and you go like,
that's not fair.
That's not at all. So yeah. Anyways, they want to see you, 12. They want to see your face in the camera.
So she's doing her.
Oh, she's not full. She's not full prep yet, but she got her.
Don't stick your head in there.
You stick your face in. Can they see your face?
I got a squat and everything.
Yeah, you got no. Well, you can use the other camera. There's that one, but there's also.
they can't see her
Well,
face.
yeah, but that was the main.
Yeah.
One. Yeah.
Oh, I
Y'all
could've done
see
this.
it.
I'm a dummy. I could have done like this.
What's up, Twills?
Hi.
Yeah. Okay.
What's up?
Shining.
So this was a video on Instagram, and I would love to hear your take on this.
Okay.
because it's gonna make everybody uncomfortable.
Okay,
But it's real.
let's do it.
I wish I wrote this.
Okay.
Great question. I have an unpopular question.
Okay.
You're gonna get mad at me for this. I'm just having a legit curious question. But how come, say we have Joe and John, okay? If Joe thinks he's Jason, Jimmy, and Carson, he's schizophrenic and he has a mental disorder. But if John thinks he's Jessica, he's completely normal. He doesn't have a mental disorder. How is one considered schizophrenic and a mental disorder, and the other is not considered a mental disorder? What, because he thinks he's three different people or three different personalities, and this person only thinks they're one other person? Or hold on, sorry, a whole different gender? And they change their body accordingly? I just don't understand how one is a mental disorder and the other is not. I just don't. Oh, yeah.
Great question.
Well, I bet she got ate up in them comments.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't ate up. It was people. I'm sorry. Before we keep going, did y'all hear that? I don't know if y'all heard it from that perspective. Let me know in the comments if y'all heard that. She didn't get ate up. A lot of people didn't have a rebuttal. They were just like, "Why does it matter to you so much?" You know, they just kept saying stuff like you like the type of person that will, you know, go to Chick-fil-A and ask for blah blah blah. Like they kept like trying to, like chew her apart versus actually answering the question. So you have a rebuttal?
Yeah, I think that schizophrenia has been around a long time, and there's a real diagnosis of schizophrenia, right? There's a real diagnosis of schizophrenia that people can treat that have the same symptoms and signs on. I think that by now, because transsexuals aren't new, right? They've been around a long time.
Sure.
And I think by now, this is not all of a sudden a new, you know, rush to make transsexuals normal. It's a thing that people have been beaten, killed for, and hidden for thousands of years, right?
Right.
It's not new. So I think that if there was a connection, this would have been spoken about, but not some random woman.
Right.
This would be something that doctors have explored. I don't think it's a thing of a identity crisis. I do think that there are, when you talk to transsexuals, when you talk to people who are gay, when you talk to people who are bisexual, 100% of the time they have always said that they are born this way and they feel this way. These are things that they feel, and I think that they can't differentiate. Schizophrenic people can't differentiate how they feel at a certain time, right? It is a imbalance of like, okay, and that's an extreme version of schizophrenia. That's the movie version of schizophrenia. It's like, oh, now I'm this person. Oh, I'm that person.
Yeah.
And that's not like real schizophrenia, like the average normal
Right.
person. Those are like severe cases that somebody wakes up as somebody else, right? I think it's a very blanket, ignorant statement. And I think they're very two different things of how a person identifies and how they see themselves, how they feel in their own skin, and how they want to be perceived in the real world. I think that you have very acute senses to know that.
Right.
I don't think that's a schizophrenic thing.
Right.
I think I don't feel like this. I feel weird. People are telling me that I'm not supposed to feel this way, but this is how I feel. Why is that a mental health thing?
But
they feel a certain way.
Again, when you said schizophrenia is the extreme in most cases.
No. That version of I'm Jason, I'm this person, I'm that person.
Right, but they could be very functional people.
Sometimes, sure.
Not like I'm going to choke you. It's more like I'm Jeff today.
Yeah.
And I know how to make cakes.
But see, it's not I'm Jeff today. That's a conscious thing, right? Like, hey, yeah, Jason will be here tomorrow. That's a conscious thing. This is that's the thing that you cannot help. This is something that's happening to you.
Right.
Right?
Right.
That's not a conscious choice.
Right. They don't know that somebody's coming tomorrow.
For sure.
So how's that a mental disorder?
Well, a choice that's a conscious decision, correct?
Oh, so
what's the mental disorder of being like, I know I feel this way?
Yeah.
I'll go like, it sounds like they're very much in their right mind.
Right.
What's mentally disruptive about that? That doesn't sound like somebody who can't think for themselves.
Right.
That sounds like somebody who's very in line with how they feel
I
or
get what you're saying.
how they think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I did not know. I can't think of her name. The girl who played, she's now a male, who played Kitty on X-Men. She's a
yes, she transitioned.
Yeah, they don't know that.
Ellen Page.
Elliot
Page.
Yeah, she's now Elliot Page. Did not know that. And he looks like a male. I was like, oh, they did it.
Yeah,
they did it.
The only thing I didn't like about his transition is that he got 6-pack abs implanted.
You real?
I think so. I think. I was like, oh, he's gonna put that in there. Just give me the.
Why you doing it? Why you doing it? Why
Give me the
yeah.
pecs. I'm at the strong pecs. I'm like, you didn't work out for those.
Yeah, it is uncomfortable. It is very uncomfortable. I'm gonna add the very. It's very uncomfortable when a once woman, now man, chops off their breasts and now they're like shirtless a lot, and it's like,
What's more comfortable, somebody breastfeeding in public or somebody who's walking around with like the scars and you go like,
no, I'm not worried about the scars. It's like those were once breasts.
there's got to be a grave site for missing titties. See, like, those titties.
Thrown into the bundle of sticks.
Oh no, like.
Too soon. I was gonna say the real word, but I had to do the.
This is my page getting shut down.
Man, that was a great pun, man.
That's great.
Yeah, I didn't say the real word.
It worked because it's funny. I can't, bro. I hate when something. I'm like, I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
Comedy math that works.
Yeah.
They're like, it's offensive. It's funny.
Yeah,
that equation equals
That was
funny.
You
bro.
set it up, and I threw that down, yo.
I was like, that's.
Yeah, buddy.
That's funny.
Yeah, buddy.
Now I think about that, or like women who get breast reductions. I go like, that's just.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
But it's also a health thing a lot of times.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Help men. Society needs those boobies.
Yeah, you know what's funny is like I know it's totally normal. I know it's totally normal to breastfeed, but women have to understand that this is
I don't like this.
pleasurable.
It's the normal conversation. They're like, yeah, so how is it? I'm like, all right, come on, man. Don't. Am I not supposed to look you in the eyes? Am I supposed to look away? Yeah, I'm like, it is. I am struggling here not to just be a perv.
Yeah. So
I can't eyes go to.
So here's the thing. With the baby, y'all expect us to be normal. Without the baby, y'all, this is the turn on. So if a woman flips it out,
We're looking, baby.
right?
No.
Right. So just know that without that baby, I'll be like, oh, okay, that's what type of party we doing. But now when the baby's, I gotta be like,
Okay. Well, yeah.
why should we turn this all of a
Because
sudden?
you can't just be like.
You can't. Of course not. Not even if this is purposeful. Look, you carry around that weight, Chaz. I wish I could detach these things and save for special occasions. I'm not even all that large.
Disrespecting their breasts. Women disrespect their breasts.
Breasts is like having a book bag on your chest. And you ever ran with a book bag on your back?
Oh, yeah.
And it's like it knocks your rhythm off when you try to run.
That's because women belong having babies and in the kitchen. You want to have those problems. You're trying to out here do stuff, be people, have goals and dreams. It's not meant for you. The sexist rant. I heard Trump's getting arrested. Anybody else heard that?
I heard that too.
That's going to be interesting. Then he had a rally and he was telling people to. I'm just playing, boy. You know, I'm just. You know,
You see I'm playing?
no more. You saw my head out. You know, I'm just being ignorant. I don't know, but he was talking about like, hey, like protest my getting arrested and like have a. You know, I think he's trying. I don't know if Trump thinks this is going to be the beginning of a civil war in the country or something like that with him getting arrested, but he can't wait to be the martyr right here. He'll be out in a couple hours, I'm sure.
Yeah. Lady B said, I have to ask how you know that at LAC.
About running how breasts feel, like having a backpack.
Because I got titties. And I have weight on my bones. I know what it feels like when I had weight and without weight. Your weight kind of throws you off. When you run, the gravity of your weight goes a different direction.
I think Serena's breasts help her.
Who?
Serena, when she's playing tennis.
Oh.
Because Serena's probably got to be the most stacked,
Right.
right? But I think like it helps momentum because she'll be running and she'll be like, "Oh, good."
Yeah, but she also has like a tight bra.
Well, yeah, but you'll still see him move.
Yeah.
I've seen it in slow mo several times, right? And she'll hit it, boom, and then when she runs back, the momentum is always like, whew, and then it carries her back to the side. She's like, God.
Wow.
And I think she swings Teddy first.
Wow.
She rotates, and then the momentum helps her. That's why she's so great, bro.
Yeah.
Because everybody else, they'd be flat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
It makes a ton of sense. That's there's a mathematical, what's the E equals energy mass squared equals time.
The Pythagorean theorem. You know? That's when I stopped running for real, when I got boobs.
Yeah, you don't see a whole lot of stacked sprinters out there.
Yeah, buddy.
You know what I mean?
That sucks,
not
man.
from the top anyway.
Well, if you're really a fast woman in track and field, and the doctor's like, we're going to have to make a decision. Either you're going to have to run it with the momentum of your breast size, or you're going to have to cut these mugs off. You're very fast, but just know that your double D's is throwing you off.
They can't do gymnastics. You don't swim the same.
Yeah,
like,
buddy.
Athletics are,
Yeah.
you know.
Like, you're really talented, sweetheart. I know you're 4'11". You can flip, but these breasts.
If Simone Biles had double D's, you'd never hear of her.
Imagine that was a part of the routine. It's like, you come out, she flip, and they flip with them.
Land on them, bounce back up.
She flip, and they go over her shoulders. Big sis Chris. She said, this is my life.
Chaz is looking to get shut down.
How's Chaz getting shut down?
I'm just saying ignorant things. I say ignorant things. Don't come here if you don't want to hear ignorant things. We should call the show Lackaroni and Chaz Ignorant Things.
Ignorant things, yo.
Don't gymnasts take something to stop them from growing? Oh, wow.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Terrible problem.
But I don't know if it makes sense, but like it helps. The shorter they are, the better. That's why like Simone Biles is genetically perfect to be the greatest because she can get more rotations because of her height.
I'm about to flip this shit. Simone Biles movement.
It's a trash line I heard somewhere.
Yeah.
It's a great line. Yeah, it's a great line.
Idiot.
It's a great line. They do.
And the bars in between dictates the person's height. The one, you know, the high level bars, they flip and they go like this, and they do, you know, that dictates how the person's height. They move a certain way so they know, because they've been practicing on the height.
Okay.
The closest to each other.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't just. I guess they have to move it. Somebody.
Move. If somebody's like the difference between somebody at 4'11" and
somebody
6'1"
6'1" going there and fuck up. Who didn't move the?
Big sis Chris is 4'10" and a half with triple D's.
Why'd you put the half on there?
She got to put her height in. Big sis Chris, are you in L.A.? What?
He has a triple D's. Where? Where are you located?
Yeah. He started laughing. You an asshole, dude. Are you
It's crazy that question came and then said, what area you just out on because there was no reason to ask that question. We weren't talking about where everybody's from. There was no reason.
Oh, big sis, big sis. 4'11", that's a good proportion right there. She didn't have to tell us that. Well, this is supposed to be beyond what? Beyond Darren?
Beyond Darren, my ex. that's funny.
You started laughing. You an asshole.
Because I was like, oh,
There was
now
no
we're
reason.
interested, huh?
This whole time you've been very dismissive to Chris.
What city? Yeah. Then start map question. That's about an hour away.
Carried
Today's
one.
Saturday.
Okay, I could probably make it there by 6. Let's see what they talking about.
You're funny, Leck.
Oh boy. Okay, well.
We didn't. I don't know if anybody's any questions. We didn't do any questions.
Yeah,
today.
let's ask some questions, y'all. Let's ask some questions.
If that's in there.
My younger,
None of my eyes too. My youngest sis is short and got large boobs at an early age. I thought she was stuffing her bra. That was so awkward. Not looking forward to it with it's weird with your daughters, right? It's not at a time where things get like, come on now.
Let me ask you this though. So this is a question for the women.
Ladies.
Women to women. Do y'all say to y'all friends, boobs, breast, or and for you, Chaz, and to you, when you're saying something, do you say like peen my junk to your friends? Like, yeah, man. So she was oh, hey, my pastor's here, y'all.
How you doing?
Sorry about that.
It was a judgment face.
Yeah.
over there.
Hey. So when y'all talk to your friends, y'all had like an issue, like oh man, my breast or my boob or what do y'all say? And then for us, when you talk to your friends, like yeah, you have a description of something, do you say peen, my junk, my thing? She's on my. What do you say, Chaz?
I'm trying to think, man. I guess it just depends on if I'm trying to be funny or not.
Yeah.
Because peen is always funny.
It's uncomfortable to describe yourself.
If it's a serious thing, like we're on a podcast and I was like, Tony, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Right? I go like, that's a funnier thing than what's wrong with you? Right.
Right.
I don't talk to guys about my. That's weird. That's for the ladies.
Unless you are I don't know.
No, that's for it's even weird to me when like comedians like like no, that's for the ladies.
It has to be a scenario.
Otherwise, I go like peen is always funny.
Yeah,
always,
peen is funnier.
Never. That's
Stewart said
never.
my piece.
Oh, my piece. Mm-hmm.
She said top. I use all of them. I also talk to my girls. You know, women got a lot of names for vagina. They be say vajayjay. Be like my vag.
I used to say vagine a lot.
Vagine. Y'all funny.
The classy names.
Yeah.
It sounds awful.
Yeah, man.
It sounds like a
It
dirty, wet,
gives you a face of
mangy
like
cat. I was thinking of a cat just coming out the water like.
But it was funny is you can't be politically correct saying the real words during sex.
Well, no, you can't be like, ooh,
Let me. Oh, I'm shoving my penis inside your vagina.
No.
Oh,
None of that
yeah.
is.
Do you mind if I use my tongue around your areolas?
Because I don't know the proper term. I'm sure there's a proper term for nipples.
No, I think it's the word.
I don't think so. I
Yeah.
think there's like a scientific, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I would hate to have sex with a doctor. She's saying all the correct words.
Your thalamus is
Yes. Do you mind if I get on my patellas and perform?
my patella.
Oh, could you kind of slightly move back? Your sternocleidomastoid is hitting my my deltoids.
Papilla mammaria.
That's the real name for nipples?
Yeah.
Say it again.
Papilla mammaria.
Ain't no way, man.
Like mammary gland.
Yeah.
Glands,
paprika.
Paprika.
What's the real name for nipples? I don't believe you, bro.
No, I said scientific name.
Medical dictionary. The free dictionary, called also mammary papilla, mamilla, and teat.
There you go.
The teat.
The teat is great.
Yo, all this time I am 41 and I just found out.
Come on, man.
Mammary
Mammary papilla.
papilla.
Come on.
Papilia.
I teach the world, bro. I know my nipples.
Could you imagine going to the doctor and saying that?
Gotta see your mammary puppy.
Doctor, there's a lactose dripping from my mammary papillas.
How was there lactose dripping? That's funny. Yeah, man. There you guys go. Mammary
Y'all ain't
papilla.
So, yeah, TTM is the winner.
Top. Why is the bottom thin? Why is it so you don't have bottom?
No,
There's
you know
no
what? You know
BTM?
when girls wear bras, the muffin top
It's-
that squeeze out the bra, it's called the top.
Also, women, man, I don't ever want to see a woman who have their breasts out and hear and be offended ever
What do you mean?
of being just like, oh, I'm getting all these looks or this. I'm like, we're looking.
Yeah,
If that meat is out, we're looking.
yeah.
I'm looking. I'm not slyly. I'm gawking. My eyes could pop out and go. "Ooh,
Isn't
God."
it crazy how?
They would.
Isn't it crazy how all you need is a saucer? What's the thing called?
saucer?
What is it called? A pasty
Okay.
to cover up your
the
nipple.
Uh-huh.
That's all you need is a pasty and like a triangle to cover up your vag.
right.
And you can walk around completely naked.
Yeah.
You go to the beach like that because technically that is what a thong is.
Mm-hmm.
And most bras or bikini tops just cover up the areolas and nipples.
I really don't understand. Like bikini, that's a lot of ass you showing.
That's everything is shown. You just show you got floss
Whole
in
ass
your
is out.
you got floss in your
butt,
crack.
yeah.
That's it.
Gotta be uncomfortable. Gotta be.
I want to know who was it, a man or a woman that designed the bikini? It was like we got to show more skin. take those panties off a little bit more. Can you kind of like show me more of your cheeks? Let's just create some panties that
Women wear them.
I'm saying I know
Yeah.
panties started off as normal pants, like then because obviously it's called pants,
Right.
Panties to make it. They kept going higher. It became like drawers, and it was like I really like your butt. Is it?
So
Can we just
all
cut all that
ass.
out? Just cut all that out.
I'll be like, hey man, we're not doing this. These women in the gym, I'll be like, y'all this is a lot. It's a lot in the gym. I go like, why are we doing this in the gym?
What do you mean?
Just the skimpiness. I thought you're not that hot.
Yeah. What is this? Oh, as in like just sports bras?
Yeah, just like their outfits. I'm like, what are we doing? You know what I mean?
Shooting a shot.
I-
This is I don't got to say nothing.
It's
This is-
ridiculous in there. I'm
Yeah.
like, come on, man. This is. I don't know if it's just people being like, but I'll see dudes in there like. I remember this one dude. I laughed.
Yeah.
He looked at his shirt and he slapped his. He must have saw me laugh because he looked back. But he slapped his six pack. He was like, "Yeah." I was like, he was like "Yeah, you feel dumb?
Yeah.
What are you doing?" It's funny.
Because we hot, Chaz.
Please,
It is.
please. It is funny. I be like, man, women out here just.
Don't be offended when y'all wear those gray sweats.
Dudes wear the gray sweats so you look. So when
Yeah.
women be like, oh,
Yeah.
they're gawking at me.
Yeah. Would you be, ladies, honestly, since she said that, since LaShonda said that, would y'all be offended if somebody came to a game night in some gray sweats with all your friends there? Would you pull them to the side and be like, you got to go?
Wait, what?
Like, if you invited me to your game night and I came there with gray sweats on and no drawers, would you pull me to the side? I was like, Dion, you can't stay here. Or would you be like,
It's especially if you come in like some other dude's house who has something. I'm like, what are you doing? What's up, y'all? Huh? What you doing?
what's up, y'all?
No, I was out all day. That's all I had on.
So
you
this
doing?
is
What are you doing?
so would you because we that's good because we can't come to a woman and tell them, hey, sweetheart, you can't dress like this. Man.
Right.
So if a guy wears gray sweatpants
You got the 4-inch thighs. Also, I'll be like, hey, bro, all your thighs is out.
Yeah.
No, that's a problem.
that's it.
Why you around me with all your thighs out?
Yeah, that's the new cleavage for men.
What are you doing?
That's the cleavage.
Huh? Oh, my God. I had to
my
go
bad,
work
man.
out earlier.
I heard it was Michelle's birthday today, so I was wanting to swing by. I just want to swing by.
Swing low back. Cats be thirsty, bro.
Yeah, that's the new.
Sierra is rich, and so is her husband. Y'all know rich folks more differently. Why you talking about Sierra?
Oh, because that's what she wore to the Oscars.
Oh.
She wore a thong and a pasty.
Oh, okay. I instantly got a headache and we're leaving. What? Nah, you can stay, but be prepared to be made fun of. Nah, swing, pause. I meant with the heat, but we sexy too. Nah, man, I'll be like, it's ridiculous. And then I go like, yo, you need this much attention, homegirl? Mm-hmm. You need this much attention out here?
But if that's their opener, if a girl with huge breasts, shows their cleavage, as in that's the icebreaker.
I understand when you're going out somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Like I understand when it's some event, something like that. You want to go look your best. I get those things. I'll be like the gym.
Yeah, at the gym is ridiculous.
Come on, dog.
And you on the treadmill?
Come on, dog. Come on.
I actually, I also found it attractive a girl who don't have big breasts, but wear those big V-necks that starts like this, and it's like because their breasts so small, and it's like, oh, you know what I'm talking about? It's like because it's pretty much they're flat, but their shirt starts right here and it kind of just drapes right here, and it's like
sound like a ballet outfit. I'm trying to think what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'll be looking at women like that. You know what I'm saying? Loyal to the soil. She ain't on here. That's a lie. The looking is up to you. Don't blame her because you can't stop looking at her. It's not the looking at her. I go like, you want to be seen. I have no problem looking. I just be like, this is a lot, man.
You know what's funny?
This is a lot.
I studs. They make it seem like we supposed to, like, you're still a woman. Hey, what you looking at, homie? It's like you still have
that ass.
You still have all the parts that I am attracted to. Like,
it's funny though if a dude just wouldn't stop hitting on a stud.
Yeah,
like, I'm gonna turn this woman.
I can flip it. I'm waiting for that right moment. Did she say, "I'm sick of these women"? I swoop in from behind and I ask you what your digits are. Who you be with? Two things. Your battery about to die.
Yeah, my battery's about to die.
So we're gonna wrap this up.
We're about to run out of.
Okay, Twills. We're gonna wrap this up. I love Shantae's joke about that. Yeah, I got a funny joke. I don't want to say it because it's kind of long. But
well, let's see where we at. Let's see how much battery we got. We got 3%. Can you get it done?
Yeah. So there's a short comedian friend of ours that
It's a doc. It's a doc.
a doc.
Doc.
I don't know what that means.
Doc Willis.
No, come on, man. No.
Matt
Girl.
Jones.
It's a girl.
Oh, Keisha.
And I'm walking up towards her. And I didn't know if I want to give her a hug or, fist bump because, we haven't spoken in a long time. So I was like, what we doing? Handshake? She's like, I don't know what type of niggas you hang out with. And then, so when I went down to give her a hug, I'm smiling and I slobbered on her forehead.
Yeah.
Right?
You
I
slobbered?
slobbered on her forehead. So, but she was like, yo, you just sweat on me? And I was like, good.
You take the sweat over the slobber any
I was
day.
like, thank
no
you.
doubt.
Thank you for that.
Oh, my bad. I just came back from the gym, baby girl.
She said, yo, you wild. And I was like, I gotta stay with that. I can't never tell her the truth of that.
Oh, no. I spittled on
Yeah.
it.
It just slid up my mouth like,
Yeah. How does that
I
happen?
was like, what we doing? Handshake? I'm gonna do the whole time. We doing handshake? What we doing? I was like, well, I ain't heard that word in a long time. Gleeked? Remember that?
DC be talking about some gleek all the time. Yeah, my laptop's about to die.
Yep. And we made it to another hour.
Yeah, man.
Again, thank y'all so much for watching.
Well, I'm sorry. Twilla, are you going to do a live also? No? Well, when we're out of here then.
Yeah, we're out of here, y'all.
I'm going to be on Twilla's Copy That podcast. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I appreciate that. Thank you for watching the episode of Macaroni Chaz.
Check.
How do you not?
I was reading the comments.
But when you hear how do you not like just be like, oh, we're about to do the thing?
I was reading the comments.
Thank you for watching another episode, and then it's like,
Yeah,
oh, we're
yeah,
about
yeah.
to do the thing.
Yeah, and I have my hands.
But how do you miss it every time?
every time though? You gonna do that? my percentage is pretty high.
Your percentage is pretty low.
Yeah, okay.
I've been, but I
Thank you,
go
thank you
back.
for watching another episode. Trying to get you off guard. All right, y'all. Again, thank y'all so much for watching another episode of Macaroni and Chaz. Check, please. And we will see y'all next week. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. If you're watching it live, continue to comment. And we love y'all so much. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Three-daloo.
Toodaloo too.